Hey everyone, welcome to my first video on DevMe. Today I want to teach you a really cool Unity feature that honestly not many people talk about it. It's called StateMachineBehaviour. It's one of those hidden tools that can make your animation logic way cleaner and more powerful. You can use it to add specific behaviors to each animation states, like playing sounds, enabling hitbox, spawning effects, and other triggers, all without writing messy if statements in your main scripts. Sounds good? Let's jump in. Okay, first of all, I need to add two animation to my plugin to add the behavior to it. So I'm going to add an animator here, and I'm going to call it plugin animator. Okay, and here, and I'm going to add it to my animator. There we go. So two animations. First of all, walk, and then attack. And then let's make a simple connection. Walk to attack, and attack to come on, yeah. Here we go. We have a cool attack animations. Now I need a behavior, and this behavior is just a sound effect. I want to add that sound effect to my sword attack. So I don't need any events on my animations and the frames. I'm going to add a simple script here and here. I call it, let's call it on attack animation. Okay, now here I need to remove these, and I need to change this to state machine behavior. There we go. I need some override functions. Let's start with on state start. I'm sorry, I didn't state enter. Yeah, there we go. And on state exit. And in the middle of these functions, I need on state update. Okay, here's the three main functions and that I need. Okay, for audio, let's get to public. The first one is public audio clip to get my sound effect. Okay, and I need another float to get delay if I need. Okay, now here we have private audio source. So let's have an audio source. And then I need a timer to set a delay with it. And then private, oh, I forgot to set a name, timer. And the private bool, okay. Now we have these. And start, let's first of all check if I can say audio source. If it does not exist, let's find it. So audio source, let's get the component from the animator. It's an easy way. Yeah, there we go. Oops, sorry. Actually, I don't need to add component. I need to get component. Yeah, there we go. A timer that is going to be 0 initialize. Oops, rank tips, and there we go. And for is playing, it's false on initialize. We have update state. I'm going to leave it, and on the end, again, the timer is 0, and the is playing is false again. And here, I'm going to add first of all timer. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want, and I'm going to check if it was not playing, and the timer was more an equal of delay. here that I'm going to play my sound effect. Okay, let's make a function. I can call it private void and play sound. Okay, first I need to check if the audio source exists and sound effect, of course. Okay, and here audio source play. I'm going for play shot, and let's set up the sound effect. Let's copy and paste it here and done. Yeah, of course I need is playing to set true. Okay, I think we are all set. I'm going to pause this one, and here is a bullet point that I'm going to add the behavior. Here we have add the behavior. You should add it and you can find the new on attack animations. And the reason that you can find it here is because it is state machine behavior. Okay, let's add it again, and we have sound effect and the delay. Let's move on. Yeah, 0.3 works for me, and the audio clip, and let's test it. Okay, we have a problem here. I should check here, and yes, we don't have audio source here. And let's test it again. There we go. Okay, nice and easy. It was all the process that you need to know about the added behavior to animation states. Alright, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to follow along my game dev journey, I've got a lot of more Unity tips and small projects coming soon, so stick around for more.